Hello, my name is Dan Dodds. I'm the principal attorney at the Dodds Law Firm in Surprise, Arizona. You know, one of the frequent questions that I get asked is, well, am I even eligible to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy protection? How do I know that? Well, there's this thing called a means test. And think of it this way. They're trying to show the court in this 7 or 8 page means test that we do that 50% or more of your debt is consumer related debt, not business related. 50% or more is consumer debt. And if only 10%, let's say 75% was debt, but only 15% of it was business and the rest of it was consumer, you're over the 50% threshold. But then you have to pass this means test. If you're below the mean, no problem. But if you're above the mean, then we got to do some more pencil work and work our way through that means test. So there's 2 factors that I just want to focus on today, although there's many we look at. And one is the predictive factors are your average annual income. Is it equal to or less than that of the median income in Maricopa County for households that are similar to yours in size? That's how you take a look at it. And we use the 6 months prior to the month you file. So I'm shooting this video in the end of September of 2022. If you retained us today, I would not be using September numbers. I would go back August and go back 6 months. And then I calculate it, and if you're over it, then we would proceed. Now, the second factor is household size. It's not how many people are in your home during the holiday seasons for a week and a half. It's how many relatives do you have that are living in your home. Let me give you an example. Mom and dad, 2 children, household size of 4. What though if they have a grandmother, either by marriage or by blood, living with them because of her age? Well, now you got a household size of 5. What if you're raising 2 additional children that aren't yours, but you're a guardian to them? Well, then arguably you've got 7 in there. So household size is the determination of how many of your relatives by blood or marriage are living in your home on a sustained basis. Now, what happens if you don't pass the means test? Well, you don't qualify to file Chapter 7. But I would suggest to you, and I haven't calculated this out, but I'll bet you 85% of the people that we put through the means test automatically are at the gate ready to run because they did pass the means test. If you're ineligible after you do the means test, does that leave you up the creek in deep water? And the answer is no. You can still seek bankruptcy protection, but it has to be a Chapter 13, not a Chapter 7. Now, 2 means tests. Not everybody has to file a means test. Well, who are the people that don't have to file a means test? Well, filers who are primarily have business-related debt. 50% is not consumer because 60% of it is business-related debts. They don't have to have a means test. Veterans that are still serving but have a 30% or more disability rating for one reason or another. They don't have to take a means test. Veterans who were discharged because of a disability that occurred in the line of duty and who incurred most of their debt while they were on active duty. Those 2 criteria to veterans: line of duty and active duty. The 4th one are men and women who are military reservists or they're members of the Arizona National Guard who have been called back to active duty before they filed their bankruptcy case. So they opened up the little letter that goes, "Hi, Dan, expect to see you here next week," and report for duty. And then I go, well, I can't leave with my family with all this debt, so then I file a bankruptcy case. Then I don't have to do the means test because I got active orders to appear. Well, if you have any additional questions about bankruptcy in general, or 7 or 13, I post a number of videos on the website, and I try and put 2 or 3 on there every week. If you subscribe, you'll get a notification that I posted another one so that you can be up with my most current thinking as it relates to bankruptcy. If you feel like you need to have some additional questions that aren't answered by my video library, well, then give my office a call. Let's find some time when you and I can sit down together and talk about how we can improve the quality of your financial future through the use of bankruptcy.